Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and this time we are going to take a look at Blood Message. That is right, this has been blowing up all over the internet as of late last night, early morning. People have been talking about this. A friend of mine sent this to me as well to check it out, so we're going to check it out together. This is the first time I'm seeing the trailer. It is a game by NetEase Games. For those of you who do not know, NetEase are the devs behind games such as Fragpunk, Naraka Blade Point, um, um, Once Human, right? I can't remember any other games that comes to mind, but yeah. So it's Chinese devs, right? Eastern Chinese devs. So we can. It's going to be a good. So far, like Chinese Eastern devs have been cooking, right? Ever since Black Myth Wukong, good games have been coming out. This year we're getting Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. So yeah, let's check out what Blood Message is. Tang Dynasty. Is this Chinese history, or is it Chinese? Is this like actual Chinese history, or is it Chinese mythology?
神佛还会比我和戏吗？
我是认真决定的，我还是想再试一次。
今日我们所流的血，是为了把大唐带回来。我们必须在破城之前把安宁带出来。
Ooh. Oh my goodness. I'm getting very AC vibes, Assassin's Creed vibes, Ghost of Tsushima vibes. But the cinematic narrative gameplay looks like very Uncharted-ish. I decided to go to Sangshu Uprising. What is the Sangshu Uprising? So it doesn't look like a mythology. It doesn't look like it's like a mythological game, more like. Oh, that looks so good.
输赢成败，皆如沙上之塔，风来即散。 为众生之苦，长漫于天地之间。
Yeah, all this looks like like we had in Uncharted or Gears of War, right? Like that kind of a gameplay. Like it looks like that type. Gears of War was more sandbox. Even Uncharted also, like a little bit to the later. Uncharted has like small areas of sandbox. Ooh, that's a crazy shot with the Buddha and everything. So there's puzzle solving as well. The enemies look like Mongols. I'm not sure. Are they Mongols?
阿宁，等着我。
对信使，
Blood
每个
message.
人都做好了有
We
权
sent 10
而回的
teams of
打算
messengers. Each and every one of them is prepared to die. So our guy is a messenger. Is it? Coming to PC and consoles. Do we have a timeline? 2026, 2027. Damn, that was a crazy ass game. I mean, like trust me, that was crazy. So I'm getting like several vibes from this game. Like I'm getting Uncharted God of War in terms of like gameplay and narrative, the narrativeness of the gameplay, like how the story progresses with the game. And then I'm getting like Ghost of Tsushima vibe as well. Like it's obviously there. The character is in the middle of a rebellion against soldiers who look like Mongols or something, like the Mongolian army or something like that. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Like I'm not a history buff, so so this might be an actual Chinese, based on an actual Chinese historical event. I'm not sure. So yeah, I mean, like, is there any more information? Oh yeah, there's something here. Blood Message is a narrative-driven linear action. Okay, so narrative-driven linear action adventure single-player game. So it's going to be more like Uncharted. It's going to play out like Uncharted. That's what kind of it was. Blah 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 blah. This game is based on the true historical event of Dunhuang's uprising. Okay, so it is based on an actual historical event. So these events did happen, as in not like this, but so we'll be taking the role of, so what set in the late Tang Dynasty in 848 AD, players take on the role of a nameless messenger who embarks on a perilous eastward journey to deliver a message that holds the fate for his homeland. Alongside his son, they must survive relentless enemy sieges, a treacherous 3,000 li odyssey, fighting against impossible odds to return to the heart of the Tang, Chanang. Amidst the desert sands, they itch the final tale of loyalty in the great Tang. The world has heard too many stories of emperors and generals. Blood Message is an ode to the unsung heroes. Okay, so what it basically means is, now, and I am zip, right? Zip on Chinese history, right? So this is a good learning moment, right? So what I can gather is that there is an event. So there is the Tang Dynasty. I'm guessing. I guess we are part of the Tang Dynasty. Something has happened, and everything's been taken over by the enemy, and this is kind of like the rebellion. We're working for the rebellion, and we're trying to deliver a message for reinforcements or something to end the occupation of the enemy. So something, and so basically this is revolving around actual historical events. We might see actual historical figures, but we'll be playing a fictional character in these events, right? So I mean, dude, the game looks amazing. Anything that is properly narrative focused, is narrative driven, any narrative driven game is going to feel amazing. At like the vibe check is already there, right? So yeah, like I said, like the vibes I get from this game, like looking at this gameplay, like the stealth components, the fighting, the traversal, going with the companion, and stuff like this. What I can say is, like, it looks very Uncharted-ish, God of War like-ish, but God of War had like multiple sandbox areas, right? A little bit of like open worldness was given. This might have it, but it might be a little bit more linear than that. So it's more like an Uncharted type-ish game. But it has a very Ghost of Tsushima type vibe, right? With the whole rebellion storyline, everything. Like, these guys look like Mongols. Are they Mongols? Were Mongols even there in China? I have no idea, right? So anyone with an idea in Chinese history could just say something in the comments, right? And then, yeah, I mean, like, I feel like looking at all this together, you know what I feel like? I feel like this is what, you know, somewhere down the line, you know, what Assassin's Creed should have ended up becoming, right? Don't you think? Like AC should have ended up becoming something more like this rather than going full RPG. How do this shot with the Buddha is amazing where it's falling. It's crazy. All right. So one thing I want to know is, okay, I want to do some fact finding. What is this Dunhuang uprising? Okay, so we're gonna do a quick Google search. We're gonna go Dunhuang uprising, Tang Dynasty, and then there is an AI overview. What is this exactly? In 848 AD, which is exactly this, during the late Tang Dynasty, Zhang Yuchao led an uprising in Duang that successfully expelled Tibetan. Okay, so it's Tibetan. It's the Tibetan. It's not Mongols. It's a Tibetan occupied enemy force. Tibetans are not the same as Mongols, right? No. All right. Expelled the Tibetan from the region. This event is known as the Zhang Yuchao uprising, or aka Dunhuang uprising. Sure. This event resulted in Dunhuang and the Hexi region. Oh yeah, they didn't mention the Hexi region. Brought back under the control of the Tang Dynasty. All right. The uprising was a significant event in the history of Dunhuang and the Tang Dynasty, marking a shift in power dynamics in the region. Dunhuang is a strategically important city on the Silk Road. Okay, so that's why the main focus on it, because of the Silk Road. For those of you who are not familiar with what the Silk Road is, it's basically is it a trade route or a network of trade routes? I think it's multiple trade routes. It is a series of trade routes that was used for a long period of time to send goods between east and west, basically. That entire trade route network was called the Silk Road. Because, I mean, the main reason it was named the Silk Road was because, like, they transported silk from China. So yeah, I mean, this I learned it in history in school, but this uprising event was Chinese history, very Chinese focused history. So I'm zip on that. All right, cool. Now that we are more familiar with that and we are familiar with the premises of that, I can tell, like, you know, this is going to be. It looks like it's going to be a heck of a game, right? So time will tell. I guess we'll see a little bit more trailers drop in maybe next year. This might come out late 2026, right? But I'm guessing, it might come out late 2026, I think, because now if they're premiering it, I think, because, and it looks like it's already somewhat finished, right? Close to finishing, or maybe it's somewhere there, right? Because we did see gameplay, so yeah, we could get this in 2026. So yeah. So, I mean, there you guys have it. Blood Message, the new narrative-driven linear action-adventure game from NetEase. Let me know what you guys think about it. Anyone who is familiar with Chinese law and history, could you please, like, let me know in the comments, like, the actual history facts, like, what, other than what I just read from Google just now, like, is there anything more to it? Like, was there an actual well-known messenger? Because I would like to read a bit more about this as we learn more about this game, right? So it would be nice to know. So yeah, so there you guys have it. Blood Message, once again, let me know what you guys think about it. Are you guys psyched for it? Does it look good or not? Let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next live stream video. Till next time then, bye bye.